Okay, guys, I'm back again. I've been requested numerous times to tell people what I bring in the woods with me. Now, I'm not a minimalist by any means. I think I overpack more than anything, but here's just a few things I carry in my pack today. This is what I take for a day hike, so you can imagine what I take for a longer excursion. It's quite a lot, so it'll probably be over a couple of parts, but first thing I'm going to go with is my tomahawk. Basically, this thing is, if I can get it up here, very small. It's very cheap, but it works well. It's made out of iron. It has a place to take out nails, to drive in stakes, to remove stakes, as well as to cut. It sharpens pretty well. It suits my needs. It's small and compact. It's about 1 foot in length, and it's a bit on the hefty side, I will acknowledge, but it's well worth it for me. And so that's my little tomahawk there. Okay? Now if I'm blazing a new trail, I take this pouch with me all the time. This is my old Bushnell binocular case that I've changed to hold just a few items. One of the things I do hold is Blaze Orange surveyor's tape. It's great stuff. I can mark a new trail if I'm bushwhacking, and then on the way back I can remove it as I go along. So it's reusable. It's very, very good stuff, and you can see it for a long while. So that's what I take when I'm blazing new trails, or I'm putting snares out to help me identify where my snares are to. Okay? This is a cheap folding blade, and it's cheap, it's blunt, and I keep it for one purpose, striking my magnesium stick. It works great, so I keep it with me so I can do that, and that's the only reason why I take this little knife. It's not worth anything. If I lose it, I won't be upset, but it's just something I take with me for to strike my flint, so I don't ruin a perfectly good knife. That's that. I always carry a spare lighter, and as you know, I'm not big on keeping myself to indigenous ways to start a fire, only because in Newfoundland the majority of the time it's wet, and I've tried using a bow drill. It works, don't get me wrong, it works here, but more often than not it's too wet to do so, and unless you bring the wood with you that's already dry, have fun trying to use a bow drill in Newfoundland. So I carry lighter, but I carry like 3 of these, as well as I carry a magnesium stick and flint, fair seam rod, and a few other things. So we'll get to that in a second. Also, this is my map and compass GPS system. It's not very complicated. It's a Ziploc bag. I have a variety of maps that I put in there, and I have my Silva Ranger compass that's already set, my declination set, as well as a decent GPS unit. So I make sure that it's well stocked. I have extra batteries, as well as maps of areas where I go to. I have a bunch of map tools in there as well that I won't show you because you need to know how to use them. And then, but it does this purpose for me. I feel more comfortable going with a compass than a GPS unit, just because it relies on batteries, and sometimes they run out and you don't replace them. So I stick with more my compass because that'll always get me out, whereas the GPS may malfunction, and trust me, it's happened. I've had a GPS unit that malfunctioned while I was deep in the bush. Luckily, I knew where I was to, and had a compass with me to get myself out. Okay.